Hi, it's Melissa from Head First. I'm going to share with you my digital Gingerbread Man unit. This is the cover of the book that comes with it. So I'm going to take you into Google Slides and show you the two presentations that you will receive if you purchase this product. So this is the first page of the digital book. So there's a couple different choices for you to have the children read. This is a YouTube video. So the book is here on YouTube if you want to have them just go to the website and listen to the book. And it goes through the pages and it reads the story to them. Your second option is that you can click present, and then they can use their arrow keys or click to go to the next page. And each one has a small YouTube video in the corner, but it's really just me narrating the story. So then they can click or use the arrows to go to the next slide, and it will read it to them. And then if they need to go back to one of the pages before, it can take them back to those. So it goes through the story, so you would have them listen to the story or read the story, maybe more than once, and then you can go on and have them do some activities. So this is a different slide file. You could combine this one and the story into one slide file if you wanted to, but it is kind of nice for the students to be able to go back and refer to the story while they're working on the parts that go with it. So this one has just a basic story map there, and I did put the text boxes in there and with the X's so that they will know where to type. And these are some just basic questions, problem solution question, and then these are just more story-based questions. This is a character traits where they can drag these to the correct character, and that they're able to be put back or changed around easily. The next thing is a beginning, middle, and end. So the student would type their name here, and then if you wanted to put in some extra words for them, you can do that if you need to give them some help. So you can give them some differentiation there. And then you can always pull this up and add directions for the students there. So next one is going to the retelling. So these are draggable also. All right, so you can put those in the order of the story. And again, that's why it might be nice to have these available on different slides. The pictures are the same, but I just made real simple sentences. And sometimes I have to remind them that they can zoom in to see things a little bit closer, especially on a Chromebook. It's a little bit small sometimes. Okay, so let's zoom back out. This next page would be like a retelling of the story. And that's why it would be a good idea to do the picture ordering first, and then that would give them some ideas for their sentences. And again, you can start the sentence for them if you need to help your learners that need a little bit more support. So then this is a letter to the Gingerbread Man. So your student can write a letter to the Gingerbread Man. And then this is a nonfiction pairing. I like to pair a fiction story with a nonfiction story or nonfiction passage in this case, so that they can just see that there's different types of writing. And this one is about how to make a gingerbread man. You could make this a separate file if you didn't want to do this together. And I'll show you how to do that in a few minutes. But this is just a story about the steps to make the gingerbread man. So they can read this, and then there's a second page. And then this is a story order, or in this case, it's a how-to ordering. So there, I did put the sentences there at the bottom, and then they're gonna, put these in order. They can move them over here if it's easier to see all of them at once, and then they can look through the story again up here to help them if they need to. And then the last page is how to make a gingerbread man. So they could use the sequencing to be able to do that. There is only 5 of these where there's 6 here, so they would have to combine a little bit there, but maybe roll out the dough and cut out the gingerbread cookies would be the same. And so those are some different choices for activities. Now, if you only wanted to use, let's say, this page, what I would do with your own copy, you'll be asked to make a copy of it, was I would say either selected slides if I just wanted this slide, or I can hold down my shift key and I can use my arrow key and select as many as I want. So you hold down shift and then you click the arrow down or up to select them, and then you can go and save just those. So you make a copy of just those selected slides. So then it's going to prompt you of where to put it. You can rename it, whatever you want. You can even choose the folder that you want to put it in, because you wouldn't want to assign all of these at one time to the students. But I did put them all in here if you'd like. And you can also copy and paste slides. So just like any other PowerPoint document, you just go up and you say copy, and then I can go over here to my story. If I just wanted to pop it right in here, I could paste it in there. This one is a little bit different size than the book, and so that's why it looks a little bit stretched, but it still works. Okay, just going to undo that. Oh, right. So then I did want to mention that I did make a story. This actually says Jack and the Beanstalk, but this one will have just the story, and it's not going to have the sound at the bottom. So if you wanted to narrate it yourself, or you just wanted to give them a copy of it for them to be able to read on their own, they can do that. And then they can read it like this, or I always recommend for them to go up and click present, and then they can use their arrow keys, or they can use their mouse. If they use the arrow keys, they can go backwards. If they use the mouse, it just goes forwards. All right, so that is my digital gingerbread unit. I hope you enjoyed learning about that. And if you have any questions, as always, please email me at mrsbates99@headfirstgrade.com, or you can always get on my website, which is headfirstgrade.com. Thanks for taking a look.